Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome back to lecture number 5. Now we will start part B. In part B, we will discuss the name class. It is the first class of the memorandum. When you going to prepare a memorandum, the first class will be the name class. In this class, you will have to mention the name of the company that you have got approved from the corporate, from the registrar or Security Exchange Commission of Pakistan. So if it is a limited company, limited by shares, limited by guarantee, then at the end of that name of the company, limited or parenthesis LTD will be mentioned. And in case of unlimited company, unlimited will be mentioned. And in case of private company, private will be mentioned. And in case of public company, public will be mentioned. So that is the requirement of the name. The approved name from the registrar, and that name at the end there will be written limited or unlimited, private or public, that you will have to mention. So that is very simple. There are certain restrictions on the name. When you want to select any name, there are certain restrictions which are mentioned in section 10 of the Companies Act 2017. So first is that it should not identical or resemble to an existed company. A company which is already registered, that name cannot be obtained, that cannot be made by other company. For example, we can take the example of the Toyota Motors. So if you want to register a company with a Toyota, that will be rejected. So other companies which are already registered, for example, there are different brands. For example, Bata, Service, these are in the shoes. They are famous brands. So you cannot you cannot have a name of such registered company. That is the first limitation. Second, it should not be deceptive or inappropriate. The name should not resemble with another that should deceive you, or it should not be a name of such an institution or a person that that deceive the general public. For example, you cannot make a company Prime Minister's Company of Pakistan or President's Company of Pakistan or Khyber Pakhtunkhwa Company or Punjab or Sindh or Balochistan Company. So these are the names that can deceive the person that whether they may possible it may be a government company. No, when you are so that is the restriction. The second one, that it should not be deceptive. The third is that it should not be offensive to any section of people. For example, different section of people, it should not be such that which irritate the other particular section of people. And fourth is that it should not be such word that is not acceptable to registrar. So registrar has given here in section 10 of the Companies a quite wide power that is undesirable to registrar. So there is no limit mentioned, but if registrar is not satisfied, he can say it is the undesirable one. And another 5 number is that must not exploit the religious sentiments. It should not be such that exploit the religion of a particular sect. For example, Shia, Sunni, etc. This type. It should not be such. And last one, avoiding using any word prohibiting by section 10 and regulation 4 of the Companies Act 2017. 10, it should not be undesirable to registrar. As I have told you here, regulation 4, section 10, regulation 4 is that one. So registrar has a wide power. It can accept or reject. If it is not resembling the existing, it is not inappropriate, deceiving, it is not against any section of people or sentiments of some religious sect, still registrar has the right to reject it by simply saying that I am not satisfied and it is an undesirable. So these are the limitations which are mentioned in section 10 of the Companies Act 2017. After name class, there will be the sorry, we are still continuing the name class here. Every company shall display in conspicuous position in the letters easily legible in English and Urdu. So it is the legal requirement that every company must write the name of the company at the head office, at the registered office of its company in English or in Urdu. When you are going to any company, you can see that in a big letter, the name of the company is written. It is the legal requirement. It may be in Urdu or it may be in English. So at the business place. Second, the name of the company must be mentioned on all the certificates, on all the receipts, and on all the letter paid, etc. of the company. So that when a company issue a letter, when a company give a receipt to someone or debenture to someone, shares to someone, the name of the company must be conspicuously written. That is clearly without any ambiguity. So these are the legal requirements according to section 22. Now, whether the name of the company can be altered, can be changed or not, for example, if a company has been registered with one name. So whether it can change its name or not. Yes, it can change its name. A company can change its name. How? There are two main qualifications. There are two main requirements. Number one, by special resolution. There the company must pass a special resolution. There are two types of resolution passed by the company. One is called as ordinary resolution and other is called as special resolution. Ordinary resolution is passed by the company when it runs its day-to-day or decide day-to-day affairs. It is passed by the simple majority, that is 51%. Why? In order to change the memorandum of association or article of association, they cannot be changed by passing just simple resolution by simple majority, but it needs special resolution and special majority. So special majority is 2/3. How much? 2/3. That is 75% of the vote are needed to pass a resolution. Second requirement is approval of the registrar signified in writing. When this resolution is passed by the company obtaining special majority, this resolution will be sent to registrar office. If registrar, after making inquiry, is satisfied that yes, it is properly passed and the new name also fulfill the conditions and restrictions of the section 10 of the Companies Act 2017, it will issue the certificate of the alteration of the name. Restriction on the name of the company mentioned section 10 of the Act will apply. The second most important class is the registered office. We simply called it as a place class. First is the name class. Second is we called it as a place class. So place class here means a registered office. Registered office of a company. A company shall have a registered office to which all communications and notices shall be addressed within a period of 30 days of its incorporation, notified to registrar in the specified manner. Generally, when the memorandum of association is submitted, the proper address of the head office of the company is also mentioned there, because the registrar will have correspondence with the company during any transaction with the company and registrar. And if at that time the registered office has not yet been specified, then within period of 30 days of its incorporation, when the company is incorporated, then within 30 days it must notify its registered office address to the registrar. Second thing is that notice of any change in situation of the registered office. If the registered office is to be changed from one place to another, then it should also be informed within 15 days after the date of change. Now, whether this is about the change within the city. So, there are it does not need any special resolution to be passed. It can be made by just changing the office and send the new address to the registrar. But there are two situations. When there is a change of office, head office, registered office from one city to another within province, that is change of the registered office within province, and change of the registered office from one province to another province, from one province to another province. So if it is within one province, that is from one city to another, for example, in Sawabi, a company has been registered and it wants to shift its head office to Peshawar. So that is within the province. So the procedure is same. First of all, special resolution will be passed, and that resolution will be submitted to the registrar office, and registrar office, when it is satisfied, will issue the alteration in the change of the registered office, so that the alteration or change of the registered office will be completed. But if the registered office is altered from one province to another. For example, a company registered in Sawabi, and they want the company want to change its office to Islamabad or to Lahore or to Rawalpindi, any city, or Karachi, as the case may be. So the change of this office, first of all, the first step is that passing a special resolution. That is okay. When it is passed, then that resolution will not be submitted to registrar, but it will be submitted to Security Exchange and Commission of Pakistan. Security Exchange Commission of Pakistan. So when the Security Exchange Commission of Pakistan give approval, then it will be passed, because the registrar has the jurisdiction within the province. So when you transfer the office outside the province, it is out of the jurisdiction of the registrar. So he cannot give you certificate of the change of registered office. So when from one province to another, you will get approval from, after passing special resolution, you will get approval from the Security Exchange Commission of Pakistan. So that is now up to section B is completed. In this, we have studied two main classes. Number one is the name class, second is the place class. So we will have a short break, and then we will start section C of the lecture. Thank you very much. Allah.